Cubs fam, it is bright and early Monday morning. We got an episode of Rogue Actions coming right at you, hot and ready. Heinzie, how you doing, my man?
Good morning, Cubs. Good morning, everyone out there. I hope you have a great week. It's been full on as always. I need to ask straight off the bat, Cubs. I just want to know the condition of the truck that you decide to headbutt. With the look of your face at the moment, brother. You've had a pretty rough weekend there. You're looking a bit rough. I was just wondering how the truck fared.
Got a little bit of an owie. No, I was playing some flag football, man. That's all. There's a misconception. People think flag football's a no-contact sport. You can still get pretty chippy.
It's hell of a contact, man. I thought they would try out some BYU or something, mate. Dead set. You gave it everything you had. It was pretty impressive stuff. But very, very, very nice work, bro. You've got a ripper little shiner there. So you've done well.
Caught a little bit on my face and almost got stitches, but not quite. So they just glued it shut. So it doesn't look as bad as it did on the first day. It's actually looking a lot better today. So
lucky I'm the good-looking guy here anyway. So it really doesn't matter that much. I mean, let's be honest.
All right, we got a meme of the week as par of the course. Here we go. You guys are gonna like this one. So this is me watching The Mandalorian, and then my little comes up and says, "Oh look, they made a show about that Fortnite character." Oh.
Oh man, I know it's very, very it's crazy stuff. Good old Fortnite. They're just leading the pack there, aren't they? Dead set. Unbelievable.
I've actually heard good things about Mando and Fortnite. For those who do play Fortnite, it's not really our thing, I don't think, but yeah, it's pretty funny. It's pretty funny. So, all right,
it's a quality meme.
Heinzie, I've got a really cool team to show you. This was sent to me by Clash DOE, the man, the myth, and the legend. And look at this comp that he's running here. He's got Qi'ra lead with Canderous, Watt, and then the new Scoundrels, IG-11, and of course, Quill. And what's really cool here is he's going to pass that weapons tech to Canderous from Watt, which I haven't seen a lot of people do yet. But look at this. Boom, boom, Scion, dead. And he just wrecks everyone. Look at this. Sith Trooper, goodbye.
Fantastic.
Can you believe this? Now, it does take him a while to get through Sith Eternal. He does eventually get the win after losing a few, of course. He's going to lose characters once the ultimate hits. But this, I think, is really notable. I think a lot of people are wondering, how are we going to use IG-11 and Quill? Where are we going to put them in the Scoundrel team? Well, I think this might be the Scoundrel team for you.
I think so. Look, I've already got IG-11. I've got him at relic level. I've got him nice and high. I'm working on Quill at the moment. Both fantastic characters. And I think any new characters that actually bring other characters we've had sitting on the bench alive again, how is that a bad thing? It's great. I mean, no one really uses Canderous unless you really, really need to. So, look, he had potential even at the start. Canderous had a lot of potential to be a pretty good damage dealer, and now finally there's a combination that really makes him shine, and that's a great, great team. Very, very impressive. Big shout out to Clash. Well done, brother. Congrats, man. Nice work there. Well done.
Yeah, it's really awesome to see him working in a very meaningful spot right now. I've talked about Canderous several times before. I think he's a great character, and if I could insta-relic one character in the game right now, he might be the one, because I have a hard time prioritizing him working on Galactic Legends right now. But boy, I would love to put him on defense. And this team right here, very formidable team. Obviously, it's taking down Sith Eternal, which I think is notable in and of itself. But what else would this team be able to tackle? Probably a hell of a lot in this game right now, just with the sheer damage output we're seeing here.
Yeah, well, that's right. I mean, the damage output is key. Stacking up the dots as well, damage over time. That's always been something, again, that, we wanted something to help cultivate that and really make that just pop. And obviously now we're finally getting to that point. So he's going to be a good damage dealer, against a lot of teams. Highly recommended. Certainly recommend. But look at Palps go whack, though. Ouch.
Palps doing his thing, of course, and he's going to check here and make sure that he's not going to actually finish his opponent off. And then look, Canderous gets the job done. And he's going to show this battle again. Against the same team, just for good measure. But I think it's pretty notable. So now I also want to talk about my theory here about Moff Gideon. A lot of people have been concerned, Heinze, that Moff Gideon might get a nerf because he's beating a lot of really good teams out there. Now, let me show you this before. We'll come back here and watch the rest of this Canderous footage, but look at every time Moff Gideon. Now, probably the number one use for troopers right now is probably what? Taking down Sith Eternal? Probably.
Great. Yeah.
And every time I've noticed, Sith Eternal seems to be hard-coded to go after Moff Gideon and link him instantly in the battle. Look at this. I'm going to show you 3 examples. Battle number 1, he's already linked Moff Gideon. You see it right there at the beginning. It's kind of when I had it backed up just a little bit too much. Here we go. Boom, Moff Gideon. Battle number 2. Ready for this?
Yep.
Boom, Moff Gideon, first move. First move, Moff Gideon, linked. Battle number 3, boom. It's right when the recording's starting. Boom, Moff Gideon first. And so it makes me wonder. We see a lot of times. I'll put this the rest of this Canderous footage up here for you guys. It seems to me like a lot of times we get a new character that seems to be OP. CG releases a patch, something to kind of nerf them towards the end. I think CG may have caught some of Moff Gideon's OP nature and realized something needed to happen. And this might be part of their, I guess, pre-nerf to him to have the AI prioritize him so that he isn't able to get going quite as much as he would be otherwise. What do you think about that?
Different type of surprise mechanic there, Cubs. We do get some surprise mechanics in this game.
Yeah.
Different mode of surprise mechanic there. Yeah, look, I'm not surprised. Gideon is a fantastic character. I mean, he's just been out for 5 minutes and we're seeing some fantastic things being done with him already. I mean, he's just making the troopers sing, and we've talked about that in a lot of these previous Rogue Action videos. Go back and check them out. But finally, the troopers are viable and useful and solid, and you know they're obviously showing what we hoped they were always capable of. And to go straight after Gideon, obviously such an integral part of making that composition work. It should always be the first one you link, whether you do it manually or on auto anyway. But yeah, look, again, whether he gets nerfed, I'd be surprised if he does get a tweak. They've been pretty good lately with the kit reveals, the releases. They haven't actually made too many adjustments, I don't think, off the top of my head. I think they've been pretty solid by the time they do get released, which is a fantastic thing because we don't want things released all the time and obviously ever-changing tweaks and changes, especially when you start investing your gear into it. You want to get it right off the bat. So that's a great thing anyway, but I'd be really surprised if he gets a tweak. I think he's a great character that's plugging into a lot of different scenarios. I think that's fantastic.
Very well said, and I think I would say if they did hard code Sith Eternal to go after Moff Gideon every time, I don't love that kind of hard coding. If they did, again, now this is just the battles I've seen. I haven't seen 100,000 battles to make sure that to know that this is a hard code. It could be just happenstance. I don't think it is. It looks to me like he's going after him every time. But I love the idea that they are clearly going out there, and it looks like they're doing more testing lately. They're doing more testing to make sure that these characters are ready to be released. And I think that's one of the bigger problems this game was confronting for a long time, where you had all these characters come out and we get this knee-jerk reaction of, you know, wow, they're really good, and everyone goes after them and then nerf. And it was really, and they wouldn't nerf the character, so you couldn't get a refund. They'd nerf somebody else. They nerf the interaction that was happening with somebody else. It got really frustrating, I think, for a while. And so assuming that this is what they've done here, and they've gone after Moff Gideon and found this way, and maybe other ways that we're not seeing right now, to make sure he's balanced in a way that they are comfortable with, I am all about that, because I just think that's really good for this game, that they're releasing characters that aren't going to get adjusted later.
I agree. I think there was a joke some time ago, and I'm not talking now, don't shoot the messenger, guys. CG, if you're out there, love you. But there was a joke out there for a while that everyone was saying new release, new bugs. I mean, that was just the cut and thrust of it. Every time something was released, there was certainly some sort of an interaction issue, one way or another, and there were changes made, and most of the time they were knee-jerk very, very quickly. And certainly that can be a little bit demoralizing, because that was in our mind, whether it was true or not, in our mind, we automatically think, okay, they're just releasing these guys and they're not testing them to see how it works. And then you're just going to release it and then see what the problems is and tweak it later. Well, that's the wrong way to release the character.
It was like the community were the beta testers.
Yeah, exactly right. That's seriously how the perception was. Again, whether that was true or not, that's what people were saying, feeling, and thinking. So for them to start being consistent with their kids and to have less issues with regard to interaction and therefore obviously less tweaks and adjustments, it's a fantastic situation. So keep that coming. Keep testing that stuff before you give it to us. We don't care if it's slightly late.
Right.
That's okay, as long as you get it right. That's all we want, because it makes such a big difference when you've got people investing time, gear, and cash in a lot of cases into these guys. They want to know they're getting what they're actually paying for. That's
after you invest in them, I mean, it's you get the YouTubers out there, the Clashes out there showing footage of what these characters are able to do, and you make a decision. Okay, I'm gonna go pursue this. You want to have confidence that you're pursuing something that's going to be consistent with what you've seen elsewhere. So I think it's good. It looks like they've made some changes in that regard, and I wanted to call that out in this video with Moff Gideon as an example, because I think it's kind of one of those perhaps little evidences of such an effort. So Heinzie, we're not done. We got another half of the video to do. Everyone drop down below. I will get a link to the next video there soon. Heinzie sometimes is a little bit late at getting it for me, so if it's not there when you go there, just refresh. It'll be there soon, or just go to his channel. Just type in Heinzie Galaxy of Heroes and he will show up.
Yep. Kangaroo generators suck. They take a little bit longer to get up down here, guys. I'll do the best I can, I promise. But yeah, come and join us on the next video, because I've got an idea for a new Galactic Legend. You don't want to miss that. It's going to be a spoiler.
No.
But you're going to want to hear this.
This guy likes
You're going to want to hear
Galactic
this.
Legends.
Trust me, you're going to love it.